What's up, people? What is up? How we doing? Just gonna get the community post rolled out and we're gonna get cracking. Bear with me. Okay. Okay, that is done. Where you guys at? My live tab's tweaking. I don't, for some reason, my chat's not showing up in OBS anymore, which is great. I'll have to figure that out. But I see you guys. I see you guys. If it's loading, I will see you guys. How we doing? How we doing? What's up? And yours, we're doing this again. BD, what's up, my brother? How you? Turtles, what's up? Good to see you guys. Hang on, bear with me. Can you hear my music? If you can hear my music, I'm kind of cooked. No, I think we're good. Because if I was, that means I would have got copyright claimed straight off the rip. But I think we're fine. How we doing? Man, that shit was wild. Where I ain't do nothing. I think because it was a wrestling environment, right? I'm not gonna show the footage because I'll just get demonetized straight away. But you can file it all on Twitter. It's fucking crazy, man. Yeah, pretty wild. I think that's why Turtles is because it was a wrestling environment, so people thought it was a bit, and then, I mean, regardless, someone should have stepped in way sooner. Fucking crazy, man. Crazy. I mean, the fact that just put yourself in that situation where you're even like punching that guy. He was out after the slam. The fact you kept on punching even though the guy was out shows you just not been raised right. Rampage Jackson's a tool anyway, man. Guy believes in flat Earth, so that's what I'd say. Cool idea for the Discord. Check the games channel, UFC games channel. Where's that? What have you got? Okay. So what is this? So you put is it like a simulator predictor? This is kind of cool. Oh, like a fantasy league. If I had the discipline, I would do it, but I do the football one. It's a good idea though. You should definitely do it. I just do the football one. It already takes the life out of me. But I like the idea. That's cool. If you give me the fights to pick, I'll give you I mean, do I just can choose any random fighter? Give me Volkanovski versus Oliveira. John, what's up, my brother? Good to see you again, my man. Daz, welcome back, bro. Thoughts on Guru's breakdown of... I didn't watch it. I'm assuming... What did he say? I mean, Guru... I'm never the first guy to watch an MMA Guru video, but I'm curious to see what he said. He was pissing blood? Seriously, I haven't heard any updates since I saw it this morning that he was stable. You know, which is all we can ask for right now. Have we got any updates right now? Crazy. Great, and people are already making it about race. Sick one. Honestly, bro. Just about not being raised right. That's what it is. And not having any control of your fucking temper and emotions. What happens you're not put in check at all? That's crazy. I'm trying to find anything new on it that I haven't seen already. That guy should be in prison. He should straight up be in prison. I mean, I don't know what we're doing here, right? Specky, what's up? JVD, I see you guys. I see you guys. I know, right? I feel like common sense just needs to prevail here. What the fuck are we doing? Yeah, exactly. It's got nothing to do with race, man. Of course it doesn't. But people are gonna make it about that because people are stupid. Of course, it has nothing to do with race. It's just about being raised right, man. And also kind of IRL streaming culture too. I think there's an element of that as well. Like Kick as a platform has to go, bro. Fluffy Smokes RDR. I don't know, Amir. Both are pretty competent grapplers. I don't know. It's a fun one. I would rather see him versus DDP. Is that one got announced though, didn't it? If I'm not mistaken. And I like it anyway, but I would rather Drickus fight RDR. I think that's a really fun fight to make. I think that's the one for Drickus. It makes most sense. Maybe we'll still see it. Like Guru called him an unevolved animal. Such that, bro. I'm sorry, but it's such dog whistling. It's such dog whistling. Tell me I'm wrong. Saying shit like that is such like, you know what you want to say. Just say it. Honestly, just stop, bitch. Just stop being a bitch and just say it. Like, you're just scared. Like, that's what I mean. No, like, do you know what I mean? I understand what he's trying to say, but it's a dog whistle for what he really feels. This is the reality. It's the same way he talks about Muslim fighters. Do you know what I mean? Dog whistle after dog whistle. Same shit, different day. Honestly, man. Tell me I'm wrong. I mean, I'm happy to. If you guys got any counters to that, I'm happy to hear them. But you know exactly what he's trying to say when he's calling the guy an unevolved animal. Should have been winner of Imavov, Kai versus Hamzat. Thing is, none of those fights even remotely interest me, and I don't think they interest you either. If you're being real, Imavov, I've got Barajo, but I don't know. I'm definitely not sold on that pick. I'm not a fan of either guy really. They both kind of just bore me. I just could not give a fuck about either of those guys. I don't care that Imavov finished Adesanya. It just doesn't. I don't know. I'm just not interested in those guys. I don't know. DDP RDR is a fun one. That has to happen. Shake Stream Rex. What you got for me? Flyweight, featherweight, welterweight, middleweight. Can I do this? Hang on. I know I don't have my green screen up, but you should be able to see this anyway. Am I here? Am I just gone? Oh no, I'm on this side. We're sweet. Flyweight rankings. I mean, pretty solid. You got Charles Johnson in there. Yeah, I like that. Both of these guys should be ranked if they're not already. Speaking on that, I'm actually going to talk on that real quick. The Lonnie Kavanaugh fight. I don't know if you guys watched it. Of course, Will, my co-host on the pod, he he was in the corner in fight camp. Sad happened to Lonnie, but man, he'll come back from it. It's the same way Joshua Van got clipped by Charles Johnson. He'll come back stronger. I'm not too worried about it. Shows you it's just a harsh reminder, right? It's a harsh reminder of the fine fucking margins this sport has rather. There's not a lot in it. You lose concentration for like a second, you're going out, man. It's crazy. Let me just blitz through some of these again. For the way after, so this was after 319, right? I can't even remember who fought besides Chimaev and fucking DDP. We're actually speaking on that. Where's the middleweight? This is what's important. I think you got Barallo too low, in my opinion. Nah, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't mind that, actually. You know what? That's pretty fair. Strickland's going to drop now. He's got that ban. I don't mind it, though. I like MVP around there in the 9th. Makes sense. That's good. That's good. I mean, DDP should be #1 contender still, technically, but, I'll have to shout whenever I watch a Guru clip and I block accounts that repost his stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's not for everyone. It's not for me, man. I don't watch it either. I'm hearing about what he said firsthand through you guys. That's just not my space, really, but... also, yeah, so there won't be, I wanted to say on my channel specifically, we're not going to see any content in terms of the main channel videos for a little while because if you don't know, I have been just focusing full force on my games channel at the moment recently because I just really got the passion to drive towards that right now. It's not a forever goodbye on here or anything. Don't worry about that. It's just however long I feel like working on the games channel is however long I feel like working on it, and it's a nice change of pace for me. I'm enjoying making them. If you are into that, I'm going to link it. It's literally just me waffling about games every day. I've been uploading pretty much every day on there, except from this weekend. But I literally was editing one before I jumped on stream. So for the next few weeks, maybe, I don't really know. That's what we're working on right now. And then I'll probably do an MMA doc here and there when I feel like. If you have any ideas, please don't hesitate. I want something that's really going to motivate me. I was thinking about doing a Daniel Cormier video. That could be really fun to explore. I'm not sure yet. A Tom Aspinall redo video is definitely on the cards if I do return in the near future. I think maybe before he fights, I might jump on and make a really, really incredible project for you in the coming times. But it's just been tough for me on the MMA fronts. Poor viewership for one. Doesn't feel like my content's being validated, which sucks because I know you guys appreciate it, the audience. But they take a long time to make, man. They take a long time to make, and they take a lot out of me mentally as well. Because it's a real push to get those done, especially when you've got deadlines for fighters fighting. It's a really stressful time. So for me right now, I just wanted to switch it up. So I'm doing the games channel right now. I'm really enjoying making those. It's very much like this, me just talking to the camera, talking to you guys essentially, off script, with just a handful of notes, and I'm just talking about what I love, man. So that's the space for that. If you're into it, you're into it. If you're not, you're not. It's no sweat. Bro just gets more exposure because fighting nerds, but he's not that close to a title shot. Yeah, I agree. I don't think he's as good as the other ones. The other fighting nerds, that is. It's not Lonnie moving back with his hands down. We've seen him do that before. It's just how close he had his feet together. He was against the fence though. That's why he couldn't go and put him wider. No. I mean, having your hands down is a problem. You shouldn't be doing that. Should be doing that there. I'm from Ukraine Special Forces Assault Brigade. That's kind of bad if you are, bro. Find the good fight, man. I hope if that's the case, man, I hope you're doing good, bro. I do not envy the situation out there at all. So good luck to you. Good luck to you. Everyone join up the Discord if you're in the Discord. Yes, into the UFC games, join my fantasy league. Can I send the link again? I have it pasted. Can someone test this for me actually? I know I have it. Yeah, this should work. Someone test this link for me. How's that saying? But Amir, thank you for the kind words, brother. Thank you. Appreciate that. If you can as well, like the stream, guys. Always appreciated. You don't have to, but it's greatly appreciated. Rampage just awarded Raja a purple belt for that takedown. You are joking, right? I'm assuming you're joking. Jesus Christ. That video is... put it this way, all right? Just to show you how fucked up it is, it's very rare as an MMA fan that's, like, dedicated to be, like... I've said this before. It's very rare. There's very few moments in MMA where I generally wince and I kind of want to look away. One of them is when there's a really strong armbar on and the guy just refuses to tap. One of the others is when a guy is getting his face pounded into oblivion and the ref decides he doesn't want to stop it for no apparent reason. That's one of them. That video of Rampage Jackson's son knocking this guy out and just pounding on his head, bro. No. Do you know what I mean? Like that's bad. It was a struggle to watch, man. Put him in jail. I agree, Fernando. I agree. Welcome back, by the way. I fully agree. Fully agree. Sorry about that. Yeah, he definitely belongs in jail. I don't know. I'm sure we'll get updates on it in the next couple of days, but I'd be surprised if the guy doesn't press charges. I mean, he just should be in prison anyway, regardless of that. Doubt Rampage ever won a gi. Somehow I doubt that too, my man. I mean, you should never listen to what that guy has to say. I'm gonna be honest with you. But yeah, he might have the funny clip here and there, but bro, he believes in a flat Earth. Bro, that episode of his podcast, we had Rashad Evans on, and I kind of like Rashad Evans. I was like, he seems a cool dude. Then Rashad Evans starts talking about flat Earth, and I'm like, no, not you too, bro. Not you as well. Don't tell me you've got it as well. Flat Earth syndrome. I swear to God. I will not take anything you say seriously ever if you think the Earth is flat. Like, it's just a clear marker of your actual intelligence. MMA is about different martial arts and techniques, not giving CT to normal people. Exactly. It's also about respect and discipline. Not even just about the study of the arts. It's for me anyway. It's more about the social side of things, you know, community, and respect and discipline. That's what it's about. His son has none of those qualities. Of course, he sucks at MMA. Is there a warrant out for him? I hope so. There should be, and if there isn't, yeah, I'm sure there will be. I don't really know. Mess, I think, is with a good lawyer, and I think he could dodge jail on a lesser charge like assault. I think where the lines are blurred is because it happened within a wrestling ring. It was within the context of wrestling, so you can make the argument of miscommunication. He didn't know what was going on in the sense that it was a work, and it was, you know, because obviously wrestling is real in the sense that these guys do these things, but they're stunts. They are premeditated, they're organized, and they're done safely. Obviously, what he did was not. I don't need to tell you that, but it's one of those cases where you could very much, within the court of law, I think, potentially there's some gray areas there, regardless of whether you think it's right or wrong. Who knows? Who knows? But I don't know, man. I don't like it at all. He needs to go. It's disgusting. I'm sorry. What is it? How are you being raised like that? To act like that in that moment, questions have got to be fucking asked. I'm sorry, but like you're not compatible with society if you act like that. You're just not. You're just not. Galaxy Flip 7 is a burner? That's pretty bougie. Is that the old one? I don't know. I ain't got a flip. He stated on stream that he wasn't going to listen to the organizers and just kept hitting him. No. I did see something that the organizers said that he's allowed to hit him for real. Which is, again, that implicates the promotion as well. Because then there's a whole new can of worms being opened there about the implications of the promotion. I'm sure that will get shut down. The organizers will get, you know, shut down for that irresponsibly. There's a whole lot of extra characters being implicated there if that's the case. But even then, even with that in mind, you have to have some level of fucking intelligence to know that not to beat the shit out of this guy. And even when he is out cold, let's say you do knock him out because you want your own back. Even after that, you fucking stop. He's out. It's done. If you've got bad blood with this guy, which you clearly did, you show fucking restraint once he's out cold on the fucking canvas. I'm sorry, but like, what else do you say to that? There's no realm where you can defend this guy. I saw some people defending him on Twitter. How, I do not know, but they were. Of course, it's on Twitter of all people. But Jesus Christ. I mean, maybe it's a case of clip farming for kick, which I doubt it, but there's that angle, especially with what's going on that platform recently. No proper moderation or anything. I mean, either way, it's despicable, and it's indefensible. At the bottom line, regardless of what the motivations are, it's completely despicable. And I think if you disagree with that, you need to check yourself. I think they told him 2 hits. That's bad enough. It shouldn't be like that. Like, he's not a pro wrestler. You shouldn't be advising someone who doesn't know how to wrestle, who doesn't know the wrestling game, to do something like that alone. Do you know what I mean? You're asking for it at that point. Rampage Jackson, a scumbag too. I know, I agree, Student. I'm not a fan of the guy. Even if he can be funny here and there. Conor McGregor can be funny sometimes. Donald Trump can be funny sometimes. Doesn't mean they're not despicable pieces of shit. Do you know what I mean? You know, they're still horrible people. You know? There's very few MMA fighters who I genuinely have a lot of respect for. Rampage Jackson is definitely not one of them. A lot of them, as much as I love the sport, there's a lot of bad eggs in it. You're just naturally going to attract that when you have a combat sport. It's the nature of the beast. But, you know, that's how it is, man. Fucking crazy day. Crazy day in MMA. That's what I woke up to this morning. Woke up obscenely late to see that on my timeline. I don't know how real this is. I just opened Twitter and I've just seen something saying Leon Edwards versus Ian Gary signed for 322. If that's the case, I love it. Because there's plenty of storyline there, because they used to train together. Gary got kicked out of Renegade Gym, of Team Renegade, Leon's gym. They also, I think, Leon kicked him in the head in sparring once, accidentally, and he had to go get stitches. So there's obviously some negative resentment there. Maybe Gary's got the trash talk on. He knows how to chat. I don't know. I like it. And Leon said a couple of days ago, yesterday, that he's fighting in November on the JDM card. So maybe that is a co-main event. Oof. I like it, you know. I like it. I like that a lot. Has the online safety act affected you in a serious way? No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. No. The Penguin Zero gives a video, gives a good amount of context. Have I seen it? No, I haven't. But I'm sure, to be honest with you, he's probably saying all the stuff I've already seen. I don't think I've missed too much on it. When was the last time you spoke to a woman? Yesterday. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, worth to buy. I haven't played it yet, my man. It's been on my list for a long time. It's been on my list for a long time. So, yeah. I've been meaning to play it. I know it's shortlisted for Game of the Year. I'm definitely going to give it a crack. It's just a matter of me finding the energy to play a new big game and dive into it. I did like the first one. I didn't love it as much as some other people did. But the second one, by all accounts, is apparently a lot better. Heard that Ian got kicked out because he kept stealing chairs from the gym. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. I think it was just incompatible. Gary's always been a bit of a nomad until he joined Shooter Box, so we'll see. But I don't know. I think it was because of that and a conflict of interest. Do I think MMA Joey is gay? I don't know. Even if he is, I don't give a fuck. He seems okay. I mean, his Twitter takes are a bit brain dead, but I don't really know. Wouldn't have been today. I didn't ignore. No. And no, that doesn't count anyway. That's virtual. So no, that doesn't count. So I agree, DDP versus Hamzat was wrestling equivalent of Izzy versus Yoel. No. No, I don't see it, personally. No one's like DDP. You can't even make the comparisons. I get the joke. It took me that long. Right, the cuck chair. Brilliant. Understandable. Understandable. That's a good one. I don't know why it took me that long. I'm slow today. I'm very slow. Busy lowballing on Vinted. Valid. Valid. I need a new winter coat. I really don't, but I just always want more. I'm a sucker for winter jackets and coats. I'm about to get my winter fits on. I can't wait. I can stop wearing fucking nothing. I can start wearing whatever I want because it's gonna get temperate again and not boiling hot. Let's go. Does MMA Joey need to lose weight? I don't know. How much does he weigh? Everyone should look after themselves. Jax, my brother, welcome. Don't know if you've been asked, but who you got in the Volk versus Murphy fight if it gets made? I actually did get asked this the other day. I'm so torn on it, brother. To be honest with you, mate, I don't know. Because the reality is mileage and age are two big factors. They're two separate ones. They're not are they mutually exclusive? I forget the way around it is. Point is, they're not directly correlated in the sense, but they're both equally as important. So Volk's obviously got a lot of mileage by this point, and he's also old. Both those things in put together, you can see he's not the same fighter he was. I don't need to tell you that. You know, we saw against Lopez, he won, and credit to him. I think a lot of people counted him out, but he doesn't look the same as he used to. Murphy is 34. He's still getting on a bit, but he's also in his prime, and his mileage isn't crazy. Just like Volk was actually in a lot of ways. Volk hit his prime quite late because his mileage wasn't insane in the early stages of his career. It's so tough, man. I think Lerone might get it done. I'm so conflicted. I don't really want either guy to lose. I don't know, man. I love both of those dudes. Volk's one of my favorite fighters of all time, but equally, I can't. If an Englishman is fighting it for the belt and I'm a fan of him, I can't not back the guy. So it's tough, man. It's tough. I really don't know who I want to win, and to be honest with you, I don't know who's going to win either. But I think Lerone, I'm leaning towards Lerone just slightly. My brain is going Lerone. Do I watching Kayla Harrison? Do I enjoy watching a fight? Yes, of course I do. She's pretty visceral when it comes to finishing fights, man. Is there an official court case against Raja? No, it's too early, man. I think it was literally today this happened. I do believe he is stable, though, and he has woken up, Georgie, so there is that. Welcome, by the way. But I'm pretty sure he is stable, thankfully. I mean, 22 unanswered shots. It's unbelievable. Crazy. Offer £3 for an 80 quid coat, and they told me to kill myself and block me. I mean, deserved. You're asking for it. Matchmake featherweight, go off, man. Do I collect anything? I mean, can you see those vinyls? I just got my third one arrived, so we got the triple set now of the Quedeca vinyls. Banging albums. Go listen to them. But my third one arrived, so now that's nicely displayed now, all three of them. So I guess you could say those. I used to collect pop vinyls. You can probably see them up way at the back. No, I'm pointing the wrong way. There we go. But that was a long time ago, and they're literally covered in dust. So apart from that, I'm not really a collector. I do enjoy it, though. I used to be a bit of a collector as a kid. But I'm not a crazy vinyl collector. I just bought those because I support my favorite artists, really. And I just use it on my brother's record player. But I'm not a crazy collector. It costs too much money. You never speak too much to camera. Yeah, okay. £3 for an 80 quid coat. Tell me I'm wrong. Got like 73. Damn. Is there anything new about this, Yusuf? I think it's all breaking right now, my man. We're still learning. I'm pretty sure Rampage just again spoke out about it on video this time because he had a statement on Twitter earlier today. But I don't think we've seen anything else. I'm sure we will very soon. I don't think it's going to take much longer. Yeah, the more shocking thing is that came out, right? So I don't know if some of you guys might not know this, is that the reason the beef started was because the wrestler, before the fight, I think it was the day before the fight, or maybe hours before the wrestling match, should I say, not the fight, the match. The wrestler guy who he knocked out did like a work on him where he smashed a can against his head, and I think he did it in a way that it wasn't going to hurt him. It was designed to, sell and promote a bit of beef, right? It's a wrestling storyline. This is what wrestling's all about. It's all put together. Like, Raja didn't realize this, the guy, Rampage Jackson's son, and he was obviously pissed by it. But it looked real because the emotions were clearly real. And after that, they clarified it. They literally clarified things up. The wrestler apologized to him. They shook hands. This is why it's so crazy to me. They shook hands, settled it because they realized it was a miscommunication, a misunderstanding. And even with that in mind, the next time, so when they actually had the match, Raja went and beat the holy fucking shit out of him and nearly killed the man. And he still might have killed him. He's not fully recovered yet. So, you know, you're talking here about there's not. That's what I mean. When you talk about any possible way to defend him, there isn't. There is no way to defend this guy. Huge Pokemon cards collection. Yeah, I've been getting into Pokemon cards recently. That's not. I didn't know that. I hope that's not true. Raj needs looking up. He did agreed. Will not. Welcome back, bro. Welcome back. If your twin started the stream, would we know? Yes, you would. We don't look like brothers in the sliced. You wouldn't know. Raja had a concussion a few days ago before. I don't think that's valid reason at all. I'm sorry. I've had a concussion before as well. I've had a major concussion before. And I would never have acted like that. I was a kid when it happened, but like your emotions do fluctuate. Yes, they do. But like for me, that was the same day and the next day. But like not to that point. I'm sorry. That's ridiculous. You don't go beating the. That's just completely not. It's so far removed from reality as an excuse to do something like that. It doesn't make sense. It's not justifiable with that. I'm okay, Walnut Man. I'm okay. Again, as I said, I mentioned it earlier on the stream, but I've been full force on the games channel. I don't know if you've seen. I know you were into that back in the day. But I think you were anyway. You mentioned about it. But I just taken a break from the MMA stuff, main channel videos for a little while. I don't know how long it's going to be. However long I feel comfortable doing so. And then, but we've just been doing game channel uploads every day, pretty much. And I'm really loving making those right now. So, you know, and it annoyed me because one of you had a really good suggestion to talk about on the games channel, and I completely forgot what it was, and it was pissing me off because I've been trying to remember it ever since, and I can't. So if you have one, please don't hesitate. Getting hit by a low power tornado kick in sparring, I saw that as well. Yeah, exactly. Of course, it can't justify it. Nothing can. There is no. Unless the guy murdered your family, which he fucking obviously didn't. Like, there's no justification here. There isn't. Like, anyone saying otherwise is just wrong. It's fucking wild, man. Wild. I'm trying to look for any updates on it on Twitter right now. I don't know. We got anything else? It's crazy, man. Again, as I said earlier, you get these idiots making it about race. It's fucking stupid, man. He could have killed him. I mean, there's obviously there's faults with security as well. I think that's something to take into account, like how that's even like allowed to have happened, how no one stepped in quick enough. I mean, there's so many details to that, right? Haven't seen the game channel uploads. I need to start watching them daily. It's all love, man. There's no pressure. You ain't got to. Have you ever been close to death? Short, many times. Many times. For some reason, I'm going to touch wood while I say this. I've had so many near-death experiences. I probably shouldn't be alive, but here we are. You know, grateful for every day. You think I would have learned? But no, I've just, you know, again, I'm touching wood so fucking hard right now. Not in a weird way. There's been so, like, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've had one. But I have had a lot of near-death experiences in my 23 years on this earth. Probably like three, which were like this close. One time I nearly drowned in a riptide when I was a kid. Another one I nearly got literally a giant chunk of concrete fell from a balcony above me and landed behind me as I walked underneath it. It would have literally instantly killed me, or at the very worst turned me into a fucking vegetable. And the other one, I nearly got obliterated by a car when I was in America because I looked the wrong way. Because I was a kid and cars go the other way, obviously, in America and a lot of other places in the world. I looked the other way first and nearly got obliterated and turned into red paste by a car going like 60 miles an hour. So, but we made it. We're alive. We're alive. You're not alone. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people have. I mean, there's more, but those are the major ones. Many medical conditions, only mental ones. That's it. I'm thankfully physically pretty sound. Thankfully. Grateful. Right now, I mean, my knee's a bit dodgy sometimes, but apart from that, I'm, again, touching wood. I'm pretty healthy. That is crazy. Race was definitely part of it. Having a white guy make a fool out of you as a black man. I I don't. I maybe, but if that's your justification, not you, it's his. If that's his logic as a reason to do something like that, then that just only makes him worse. Paints it as a worse situation for him. God's favorite child. If there is one, he's looking out for me. I don't know if there is, but have I broken a bone? No, I haven't. I haven't. That's the funny thing. I've nearly died so many fucking times, but I've never broken a bone. So shout out. Drink your milk, boys and girls. Drink your milk. Strong bones. Important. I don't know how I haven't either. There's been so many times where I should have broken a bone too, but I don't know. But it was disturbing. I don't know if he's... I know he's stable, bro. I know he's stable. That's what we know at the moment. I'm sure stuff will come out. I'm sure he will file charges, and as is absolutely his right to do so. Yeah. I'd sue that man into oblivion. Holy shit. Check Stream Racks. Have you got the featherweight matchmaking for me? We do. We'll run through this. Matchmaking the featherweight division. Volk, Roy Murphy. Evloev versus the winner of Lopez Silva. That has to be the fight. Yeah, Lopez Evloev makes a lot of sense if he gets it done against Silva. Lopez John Silva, sure. Yeah, we know that's booked. Yair Rodriguez, Arnold Allen. Yes, that's been in the running for a long time. Sterling versus loser of Volk Murphy. Really? No, I don't think so. Sterling ain't going to get a title shot, and I don't think he deserves one yet either. One more fight he needs. Ortega, Moicano at lightweight. Yeah, makes perfect sense. Emmett Zalao, is that booked? Shit, I love that. The rest, Steve Garcia, Onama is a banger. Ige Wood is a banger. Chikadze Pico is also a straight banger. Those two I love. I don't really know about Lucen Keita. I don't even know who that is. But I like all of those. That's good matchmaking. Chikadze Pico. Speaking my language, brother, all day. All fucking day. Raja Electric Chair, I think that's a little bit harsh. I'll go with prison, though. Arse, titties, or thighs? The second option. Man's on Discord. You know it, Specky, man. You know it. How do American courts determine charges? I'm interested to see what charges Roger gets. Mate, I don't know the ins and outs. I'm attempted murder, right? That's what I put in the title. I saw people saying it on Twitter as if like it should be done. I don't know. How fast can you run 305k? Probably not very fast at all. I don't do running. I don't enjoy it. My jiu-jitsu cardio is pretty decent, but I haven't trained in like a fucking month, or like 3 weeks. So I'm, my cardio would be bad right now as it is. I've been slacking a lot recently. But I'm going back on Tuesday, so we'll see. Been too long since I've been on the mat. Johnny Walker's the GOAT. Credit for him for fucking shooting a takedown. I didn't expect him to win, let alone that, but here we are. How much Johnny Walker? I'm a cultured man. It's not crazy at all. Most judges to this day consider being called the N-word an instigation of a fight and legitimate moment to crash out. But did he do that? Craving Pepsi Max and I got none. I'm more of a Diet Coke, man, to be honest with you, brother. More of a Diet Coke, bro. Okay, that's a crazy statement. How you doing mentally, bro? I'm okay, man, JVD. I'm doing a lot better, man. I since I stripped back, took a little break from the MMA content, because the MMA videos were really, as I said earlier, they were kind of doing a mental toll on me to get out and get done for you guys, and I was just, my production, my actual efficiency was slowing because I was struggling to get the videos done. I was demotivated. It's been tough. So it was tough then, but since I've changed it up, I'm doing the game channel now for a little bit. I know it might not be what you want to hear in terms of the main channel videos not being made right now. But I'm just doing what I enjoy. I think that's the most important thing. I don't want to abandon this channel or anything. And I'm sure I'll come back on terms of main channel videos. I'm not going to stop streaming or anything. But the mainline channel videos, I'm going to just for a little bit, take some time off on them while I work on the games channel and really put some resources towards them, because I really enjoy making those. And it's just, it's because it's more of a space for me to talk candidly and just have fun. And, I like making them. So that's why. But I'm okay, man. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. And I hope you're doing well yourself. So much, Aussie. I do get that. I have heard that many times, sure. Must be the hair, which is way too long right now, can I say? Listen, I'm booked in with my hairdressers. As incredible as this barnet is, I mean, look at the length on this bad boy. Holy shit. It's getting too long. And I couldn't book my hairdressers for like 3 weeks in advance, so it's just a waiting game right now. See, look, the moment it starts to get in front of your eyes, that's the cooling. I have to say, it's looking pretty glorious at the back, though. Most recent one was a banger. Yeah, it's a shame nobody fucking watched it, man. YouTube just decided to say fuck you and not push it. I don't know why. Can I do 10 times 5-minute rounds with 1 recovery? Oh, no way. That's crazy. That's insane cardio. I think the most I've pushed is 6. I could not do 10. I've done about, I think 6, 5 or 6. I think 6, I'm pretty sure. But that was a while ago when I was training super regularly and I was in a lot better shape. I did about 6 and they were good rounds. And the thing is, I probably could do like close to 10 if I was controlling myself a lot more and wasn't, because it depends on who you roll with. You might have a round with a new guy who's going to fight to the death because that's what you do. It's a rite of passage when a lot of guys who start training martial arts for the first time, they think sparring is life or death and not a place to learn. So you have to match that energy a lot of the time. So it depends, man. But if I was, going up in the pace on the rounds gradually, then maybe. It would, Base. It would. And welcome back, brother. Live my Sunday afternoons with no issues. No sweat, man. They'll be there. No sweat. He didn't do that, but again, a white guy embarrassing a black dude in front of the world. I think you're reading into it too much, man. I think it's just a guy who's not been raised right. And that's it. You're up there. Check general. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with all you motherfuckers. Okay. Great. You look good, bro. I'm losing my head. That's what I'm worried about, man. I'm worried about it. I don't want to lose mine. IP, essentially, Rampage Jackson's son was part of a wrestling work in a wrestling match and ended up not knowing the situation at all, knocking the guy the fuck out, and then landing 22 unanswered shots whilst he was unconscious on the canvas, and is now presumably going to get arrested and I hope put in prison because there's no excuse, as I said. Aggravated battery, says your cop buddy. That seems a bit soft, no? I think like attempted murder is pretty fucking, I mean, it looks like attempted murder to me. I don't know if you watched the video. But that's more than aggravated battery, If you pull guard, BJJ rounds are a lot easier. Oh, mate, 100%. I hate doing, bro. Whenever we do I hate it, man. When I pull up to a jiu-jitsu class on like Tuesday night, pull up to no-gi, and then my coach is like, all right, we're doing entries from the clinch. I'm like, oh my God. And then you have to do all the rounds, all the drilling rounds, pummeling and trying to shoot for double unders or just shooting for the single leg or something. And then you get into the live rounds and you got to start from that position and you're like, oh my fucking God, it kills me, man. My wrestling cardio is so bad, bro. I can't. You're not wrong. But even then, like, I couldn't do 10 rounds of just mat work. I couldn't do it. What would be your reaction if a gay guy asked you for a date? I'd be flattered. I'd be flattered. But I would obviously decline. But it's WWE. No. The assault was not WWE, bro. It was wrestling until Rampage Jackson's son made it very much not so. He won't get attempted murder, please for lesser charge and not take it to trial. Maybe. You caught buddy saw the video, that's his take. Yeah, I mean, he knows more than I do, brother. Fair enough. I mean, what does that look like prison-wise in America? Battery with the weapon, attempted murder is having the mental element of murder absent the physical element, i.e. victim dying. I mean, at what point does that not become, is that not attempted murder though? I don't think he meant to murder him. Obviously, I don't think he was punching him with the intent of murder, but I think it's what happens when you don't know restraint, you don't know discipline, you can't control your emotions. That's irresponsible and is, in my opinion, warrants a charge like that. No, am I wrong? I've arrived, my dear. Welcome back, brother. Good to see you. Going for a run now. Need to get cardio up. Good man. Sorry. Eating and drinking beer for like 2 weeks now. Yeah, you're like me, man. I just got to get back on the exercise. I mean, minus the beer, of course, for me. But if you get back on the mats, get your cardio going or something, exercise is important. Did he wake up? Yes, he did. He is stable, reportedly. From what I'm hearing, he is stable right now, thankfully. But whether there'll be any lasting damage, we don't know yet, and I would not be surprised. I saw this data on Reddit. Basically, this girl's out with her boyfriend whilst he was getting drinks. A gay guy comes up and starts talking to her. When the boyfriend comes back, he goes off on one. He never apologized. He just bought her a figure. I don't get it. Roger slid into the ring, picking the guy up, slammed him unconscious, and proceeded to bat him with almost 30 unanswered massive punches to the face and body. That's exactly what happened. Attempted murder, they have to prove intent. I mean, okay, fair enough. I feel it feels harsh, no? Or like lenient, should I say. You can argue that if a normal, reasonable person in that situation, if you are such, and you imagine hitting an unconscious person 22 times. Yeah, I mean, no normal, reasonable person is doing that. No one. Few years, we will likely mostly sue and drop it for tons of money. Yeah, I think that's what I would do. Bias my manslaughter is a different crime than murder. Yeah, true. Which fight pisses me off the most? I would have said Colby Covington. But that new guy, you know that new guy they signed off the Dana White's Contender Series? He's basically a clone, but worse. He's up there. Movzot Evloev as well. Fuck that bum. And John Jones. John Jones, probably number one. Can't believe I didn't even think of him first. Did he say anything after he woke up? Not that I know of. We don't know yet, man. I think he's in hospital right now. Stable, in a stable condition and recovering, but we haven't heard a statement from him or anything. Nor should we yet, realistically. The guy's just had the holy hell beating the shit out of him, so he needs his time to recover. So we'll see. The heavyweight transfer, yeah, that guy. Just loser activities, bro. Animal behavior, regardless race, exactly. What's the most trouble I've gotten into? I'm a pretty I like to think I'm a pretty good person when it comes to that. I've never been involved with the law, if that's what you're getting at. I mean, I got sent out in class once, unjustly, in school when I was like 16, and this psychotic teacher decided to scream and shout at me for no fucking reason, for something I didn't do. That's probably the worst trouble I've been in. Did the can even hurt the kid? I think it was a worked can. Judging by his reaction, he kind of didn't even flinch and firmed it, so I would have thought it was a fake can. Manslaughter is not wanting him to die. It is different. He dies in manslaughter. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, the Josh Hockett guy, just boring, man. Boring. Anyone that's ever fought knows if you get a concussion, you don't get hit in the head for at least a week. So that guy hitting him in the head set everything off. That's not an excuse, though, is it, mate? Let's be real. Yeah, I understand. I do agree with you in terms of it's not advisable at all, especially if you have a concussion. Your emotions are fluctuating. But what he did is so far removed from any justification for anything that uses that as a justification, you know? I don't think that those two, you're so far apart. You're talking about the concussion here and any realm of leniency going to about here. And then all the way up here at the top, you've got what Raja did. You say he would have been light, but he's still dog whistling like crazy, bro. You know what he's fucking doing. Have you ever tried Friday Mars? But I haven't. And I will join the fantasy sim. Whether I'll maintain it, I'll try my best. He didn't feel he fell asleep after the takedown? I don't think that's how it works. Is your mustache scripted? What does that mean? It's looking alright right now, but I don't know what you mean by scripted. I think it was a work can too. Yeah, it looked like a hard hit at first. Yeah, there was no flinch. Exactly, right? That was my thinking as well. I'm right with you. Happy that Louis Lee Scott got from the Contender Series. I didn't see who else got signed. And I did see they just signed Luke Riley from Cage Warriors, which I'm very excited about because he's a legit talent. It's been long overdue. But I tried to buy chocolate. No, I haven't. Where does Lonnie go from here? They'll give him an equal matchup, to be honest with you, mate. He's fine, bro. He's young. I mean, how old is Lonnie? Is he like 24, 25? He's like 25. Maybe a bit younger. He's got plenty of time, man. How old is he? He's 26. So it's all, you know, he's literally not even in his prime. Still got a good few years till he hits his fighting prime yet. You know, if he's active, he's got like, what, 4 years till he hits his prime. He's going to be fine. Listen, I've said it so many times. Fighters, you know, a lot of fighters have to lose to go and do the incredible things they go on and do. You know, it's like all of the greats have lost, really. Pretty much all of them, barring you know, a few exceptions, and the ones that haven't, outside of Khabib. I mean, his career was very cherry picked in a lot of ways. But Jon Jones obviously cheating, a lot of other things I don't want to get into, and he should have lost in a lot of ways. But all of the top fighters, you know, Mighty Mouse lost multiple times. You know, it's like Daniel Cormier has lost multiple times. Anderson Silva has lost many times. You need to lose to learn. Dustin Poirier said that best. You know, when you lose, you know, you discover, you know, you discover what you need to improve on for one, but it's a real mental challenge to overcome that makes you a stronger person. And this is Lonnie's moment for that. Hit a man in the head with a brain injury without consent. You could tell watching Rad streams he was often getting hit in the head. I did see the concussion, and I'm not justifying that. But using that as an excuse for what happened to the wrestler is ridiculous, in my opinion. Lonnie versus Sumaderji, banger. I don't know if attempted manslaughter was a charge. I'm not sure. He was off because his 12-year-old chat was riling him up and he ate the bait. If that's enough to set you off and commit aggravated battery and nearly kill a man, then you don't belong in society anyway. Respectfully. Let's see the watch. It's not even working right now, and it hasn't been working for months, but it's nothing crazy. It's a Tissot. It's nice. It's scratched up to shit. I got it years ago. I think like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I don't know now. But I love it. Even though the battery's been dead in it and I haven't replaced it for a while. Exactly, Georgie. Exactly, man. Joshua Van lost to Charles Johnson and he's fighting for the belt next. Exactly, man. My point of view, Lonnie had too much experience being the hammer, needed to be the nail. That's exactly. I mean, I wouldn't say he was even that. Lonnie's always been a good fighter, but he just got clipped, man. I don't think he needs to be read into more than that. I don't think he was overestimating Charles Johnson. I think he prepared adequately. He just got caught, man. It happens. Did the guy die? Not yet, thankfully, in the box. Good to see you, brother. Not yet. Not yet. We'll see. He's stable as far as I'm aware. You can find the video on Twitter. Thankfully, I wouldn't watch it if I were you. It's quite grim. But here we are. Bruce Rivers, lawyer, does the best legal breakdowns. I think I know who you're talking about. I'm sure he will, man. No, I don't think the MMA community is niche, man. A lot of times stuff like this gets out of the niche and explodes. This is exactly the kind of thing that would. I fuck with it. Appreciate it, man. I'm a sucker for chronographs, so I'm very picky when it comes to watches. Like, you show me a watch, there's a 99% chance I won't like it. What oncoming fight are you most looking forward to? Whoever Topuria fights next, my man. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's my favorite fighter in the UFC by some distance outside of Tom Aspinall. But to watch, Ilia Topuria is my favorite by far. But as a person, as a encompassing everything, Tom Aspinall for sure. Obviously because I'm a massive fan of the guy and have been, you know, since he was coming through the ranks. But Ilia Topuria, if you're talking about if I had to pick a pay-per-view and I want someone headlining it, I'm picking Ilia Topuria. I think he is unreal. There's very few fighters that get you out of your fucking seat every time they fight, and he's one of them. And I'm so glad I got to see him live. Like, I got to watch Ilia Topuria fight Jai Herbert live. Crazy. And I knew how good he was then, but I don't think we really knew just how good, you know? Because that was after he'd fought... Who had he fought by that point? Damon Jackson. He'd knocked him the fuck out. And he had a contested fight on short notice against Yusuf Zalal. And I believe... And Ryan Hall? Was that before or after? That might have been after. I think it was before. He fought Ryan Hall, and he knocked out Ryan Hall. Yeah, that's right. That was before. So he like a good resume, 3-0 in the UFC. But you know, and I knew he was good. I put money on him. I made money on him that night actually. As much as I actually rate Jai Herbert, but man, different. He shut down. He silenced everyone. I remember it so vividly. You know, he got dropped with the head kick, and everyone went ballistic. I did not say anything because my Akka was about to, or my parlay was about to get destroyed. But then when he came and landed that overhand right, dead silence. Silence the O2 Arena. And I'll tell you what it was. When usually an English guy gets knocked out or loses hard, it's usually silence, right? But when it's something so good, you have to just applaud it. That's how you know this guy's legit. Everyone just started clapping. Like he got on the cage and everyone was just clapping him. What else do you say to that? You have to, because it's just greatness. Is Lonnie Cameron the hottest male fighter? Yeah, sure. Do you think I don't know what that is. Tudor Black Bay? Is it a wash? That's a lot of money. I don't love it. It's nice. I like it in the green, to be fair. I mean, if listen, it's all about sentiment. I think it's more about this watch is only like, I mean, if you bought it retail now, it's probably only like it's like 500, 600 pounds. I don't know. I got it cheaper back then, but that's because it's a bit older. You know, but I'd rather have this watch than a 3.5 grand one, you know, because it just means a lot to me. Tapora's dominance is insane to see. I know, man. It's fucking, yeah, he's the guy. Attempted murder, it's America. People get beat on the ground. Does that justify it? I don't know, man. I'm not a fucking lawyer. Neither are you, but you know, that's just how it is, man. We'll see what happens. I hope that justice is served. I agree, Kareem. I agree. Looking into Zhang's record more, I think he was overhyped. He got finished in round 1 by Askar Mazarov. Oh, did he really? That's crazy. Oh, he was 16. That's wild, though. He fought Askar Mazarov. I was going to do a video on him. Having today, raw life is very depressing if we're fully focusing on this. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Would you rather kiss Topuria or Josh Emmett? I mean, objectively, Topuria is the more attractive man, so I'd have to go with him. I'd also be grossly intimidated by both of them. I would be a bit afraid. Roger probably facing attempted murder charges. I know, well, this is the debate, Dylan, right? Good to see you again, my man, but we'll see. I don't know. Oh, we're good. Sorry, I just got an email. Oh, shit. No. Just fucking bus crash in Niagara Falls. Damn. I think I've done that. That's crazy. Who do you think is the hottest women's MMA fighter? I have no comment. No comment. No comment. I've never said anything about that ever. No comment. Did the wrestler assault him when he hit him in the head? No, because that was a wrestling work. It was with a worked can. I mean, I guess you can say it, but it's in the. This is why everything's blurry, because the fact that it was in the context of wrestling, where you can start to draw some gray. You can draw some loose lines, if you will, or get rid of them entirely. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't count, no, because it was a. I don't know. Not enough to warrant charges. No, it was a misunderstanding. And it was a Calvin Klein model. I doubt that. In with a prop can. Exactly. It was a prop can. It was a fake. Agreed, Dylan. Agreed. I never said that. Never said that. I've never said that either. This is fake news. Wow, Georgie. At least you're open about it, my man. I'm not sure I'm into that. I'm not sure I'm into that. I don't want any ideas being floated around here. I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that is. This is fake news. This is all a lie. Yeah, exactly. I'm picking Topuria. That's my Spanish goat. It's a shame he got nerfed with his height, man. I can't lie. He got nerfed, man. How tall is he? I mean, he's like 5'6". How tall is he, Topuria? Kind of makes it how insane how good he is. That he just doesn't have the height or the reach, and it just doesn't fucking matter. He's 1.7 meters. He's 5'7", apparently. I mean, it's gonna fluctuate. He's probably he's a little bit shorter than me. Yeah, some people say Joe Rogan's 5'8". It's just like a complete lie. Gun with one bullet, you have to shoot me or Topuria. I'm shooting Topuria, bro. Don't worry. Company shouldn't have agreed time. Yeah, I mentioned this earlier. I do agree with you there. There's a lot of people at fault for the whole situation playing out how it did. Like security, the promoters, all of it. That should not be happening. You want the videos go viral, make a Bunda tier list? Oh yeah, I'm sure that probably would do well. That's the most depressing thing. That would probably get views. That's also fake news. I I don't think they do medical screenings for pro wrestling because I think it's all fake. I mean, it's not fake. That's not true at all. It's not fake. These guys do these things for real. Like the stunts they do for real. Like when someone gets slammed, they get slammed. You know, they just know how to do. They're like stuntmen essentially. That's what it is. You know, people get hurt in wrestling. They get injured all the time. It's people have died in WWE. You know, they still are doing these things for real, but they're not obviously like with the punches and stuff is a little bit different. Yeah, exactly, Dylan. Exactly. He'd be OP if he was taller. Is he not already OP? I'm being real. Is he not already OP? I don't know, Astro. I don't know who is, to be honest with you. I need to shave, Jesus. Moving like a homeless man right now. I'm not shooting is like 10 millimeters off the ground. Yeah, he's wild. He's not the answer to the hottest male fire, I'll say that. Dragon Exposed as a game ad would actually go viral. Why not make it? Because I have fucking standards. Do you know what I mean? My content has, you know, has a bar. Like I always said, whenever a video gets uploaded and you see it's by me, I want there to be a certain expectation of what I want there to be. You want to expect a certain caliber of video in terms of the standard, the quality, the production. I want that to be represented by my videos. So, and I don't think you'd get that if I start making videos like that, Daz. As much as that would do well, it would do well. The sad thing is, though, shit like that does well on YouTube. Want to see the hot tub stream? No. Basically, what I'm saying is it's not real combat. It's far from real combat. Wrestlers actively try to prevent injury to their opponent. Yeah, exactly. It's not real. It's theatrical, but it is. They try to prevent injury. As you're right. We're not getting strict. We're not doing this again. Does small part of you die every time bedtime post a video like UFC roommate tier list? Yeah, it does. I hate that kind of shit. I mean, maybe it's a bit of jealousy there as well, because I can tell you firsthand that guy's making a shit ton of money, doing what he's doing. But I can't fault him. I'm not mad at him or anything. I'm mad with how YouTube works. That stuff like that gets pushed to the forefront and is popular. And a lot of great content on this platform isn't. That's just the sad reality. But I don't hate the player. You know, the only players I do hate are the ones who genuinely just create AI slop. Those people don't deserve to create anything on the platform. I mean, what kind of person are you, Short? What kind of person are you, huh? I need to know. You have to get a lot of testing before you enter the ring. You have to have insurance to even run a company like that. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. Well, there's a lot of holes that I'm sure are going to get poked. When the whole it all comes out in the wash. We'll see soon. Agreed, Daz. Sad. I did see that also, Sonko. I saw a tweet on that. We all cried when Lonnie got slimed out. Yeah, I got sad. I have to say I got sad with that when that happened. Maybe for the WWE they do, but this was a small local show from what I know. Yeah, I doubt they did a medical screening for him. I mean, even then, if you're talking about the concussion, like, this is what I said. I've had a concussion before. I wouldn't have gone beating the holy hell out of someone and nearly put them on the brink of death. It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. What did I eat today? I had a chicken ham pie for dinner, which I did not enjoy. But I firmed it and ate it because calories are important. What did I have for sandwich? I had a wrap. Had for lunch. I had like a chicken wrap for lunch. And just been snacking in between, man. I agree, Dylan. I mean, the thing is, it's so much past anger management classes. I mean, surely. I mean, I'm sorry, but even the most volatile of people, when they knock someone out, when the fight's done, they generally tend to stop. Some people might think that's naive, but I think to the line that he took it, I don't think it is. I ain't been watching the Rampage streams. I'm I'm not a bum, but here we are. I don't watch like IRL live streamers. Do you know what I mean? But I'll take your word for it. I definitely believe you. Johnny Walker Pereira, run it. That's crazy. No, I haven't, Daz. I know you talked about him before, if I'm not mistaken. I did see a video. I like American Redact is quite good. I'm subscribed to Element Graveyard. Yeah, what was the one I watched on him? Damn, this. Oh, it's an hour and 28. Mate, you shouldn't have told me. I'm gonna watch this later. I might watch this tonight before I go to sleep. I mean, he's milking the Joe Rogan, but I don't even blame him. I mean, his most, as I said, the video I subscribed him from was his Joe Rogan video of his comedy special, which is honestly abysmal. It's the most unfunny shit I've ever seen in my life. Don't watch it. I'm not an IRL live streamer. IRL streamers are completely different. Big issue is that he waited 30 minutes to do what he did, so it's hard to blame anger. It's clear that exactly, it was premeditated. Exactly, Dylan. You're spitting facts today, my brother. You're spitting a lot of facts. I don't think I've disagreed with you at all. What do you drive? I don't drive, bro. I live in London. I don't need to drive, and I also can't. Because when I was doing lessons, my instructor was a massive weirdo. And then COVID hit anyway. So COVID hit when I was doing my lessons, so I had to stop. And yeah, I haven't done them since. I will. I'm gonna get my license soon. I'm just procrastinating it. But at the moment, I don't need to, man. I live in London. I've got good public transport everywhere. I don't need to do it. Big issue. I read that. The company told him to hit him hard and they'll pull him off. That's fucking wild. No, I don't, Astro. I was learning. I don't really enjoy driving anyway. It fucks me up. No, my instructor did not do that, but he was a massive racist and sexist. I was like, bro, focus on the road. I'm trying to drive out here. And he starts talking about fucking... I ain't gonna get into it. Guy was a fucking loose cannon. I don't know. I'm just thinking about how this would be talked about in a courtroom. Anyway, he doesn't face at least assault charges if his Stu decides to not press charges. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Someone with a brain injury will have time to mentally prepare what will happen. Lois can have rampages, lawyers. I'm assuming you're not finished. Video is legit. It's kind of blew my mind, to be honest. It's funny that people outside the MMA community don't realize Joe is the worst MMA takes and know nothing about the modern UFC. I agree. I mean, all he does is just yap about calf kicks, man. He's not good on the commentary desk either anymore. He's just not. He's just not. It should be Felder, DC, and fucking John Anik. That's what it should be. That's the perfect trio, in my opinion. I love Bisping, but I prefer Felder on the desk. But yeah, I'm gonna have to love you and leave you guys. I am gonna... Oh, Wolf, man. You're joining right at the death, my brother. Right at the death, my man. Full timing. This always happens. Not with you, but anyone, man. Sanko's good as well. I do like Sanko. Yeah. Sorry, it should be archived. You can go run it back. But yeah, thank you guys for listening and, you know, breaking this down with me. It's all crazy day for the MMA space. When is it ever not? It's very rarely not, I'm gonna have to say, on that. But thank you so much for watching, listening. Have a good morning, night, afternoon, evening, wherever you're at in the world. Stay safe, stay hydrated. Daz, I will watch that video indeed. And I will see you on the next one. Have a good one, people. If I can find the end stream button. There it is. There you go. See you later, people.